It's a little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holla if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave, can't take you over deeply, your appetite. Got the vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and I'll be telling us, yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, vibe. Yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. And you'll be singing, oh, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go, like I don't wanna go. And you'll be singing, oh, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get out, yeah. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holla if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave, can't take you over deeply, your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We lit the lights up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, vibe. Yeah. Spinning on the vibe, bro. We lit the lights up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. You'll be singing out, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go. You'll be singing, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't wanna
Well, welcome in everybody to round 3 of the Super Lite World Tour tonight. We're live from Suzuka, Japan. Welcome in everybody. Joining me in the comms box tonight, it's going to be Super Sub Dion Gregory. Dion, welcome in to another round of Super Lite racing and hopefully another lid skid.
Yeah, wow. That's what we all look forward to every week. But man, you know, just the first time checking these cars out, I'm pretty impressed that they look like they'll be good fun to drive. So hopefully the action is aplenty on track as well.
Yeah, absolutely. A fairly good field again in the house tonight. Looks like 32 cars. Oz Henry has a huge moment out there in qualifying. He currently sits P5. He was P2 for a bit there, so falling through the order late in the qualifying. Of course, he is currently P3 in the championship. Those points, I'll run through those quickly for you. Of course, you're pretty much on the fly tonight, Dion. I don't think you've seen a round of this yet, but came in the comms box at late notice, so I will fill you in. Leading the championship so far, it is Hayden Kirk, and well, he has 421 points, go back 4 points, and our current P2 sitter is Cam Dance, and he currently sits P7 in the order at the moment. Go back to 411 points, it is Robert Henry, the man that was on your screen not long ago. He is looking to have another good night tonight. Craig Brock, he sits 4th overall on 402, and rounding out your top 5 on points on 395 points, it's Dyson Freeman, and that is a margin of 26 points covering the top 5. So after a couple of weeks racing, not a lot in it. Unusual not to see this man sitting at the top of that points table, but he had an absolute nightmare round 1, and since then has been playing catch up. Tonight comes into the round actually in P10, which is, believe it or not, up 15 spots.
Wow.
From his previous position. So yeah, he's still got a bit
Currently
of work to
pole,
do.
so
Yeah,
looking like a strong start to the round. So
yeah, too right. Of course, he had a great round last week, but yeah, 44 points, the margin to Hayden Kirk for Ewan Baker coming into tonight. So still a bit of work to do, but he can cut that margin quite easily.
yeah, of course. Hayden Kirk's sitting in 10th currently in qualifying, so he'd be looking to hopefully move forward in the race, to try and keep that points margin for himself.
Absolutely. Of course, format tonight, one 15-minute heat race, and then we invert the top 12 and we go for 40 minutes.
Well, that'll make it interesting.
Yeah, so that invert, that's what's been killing a lot of drivers, to be fair, across the first couple of weeks, with getting caught up in incidents.
Opening lap carnage.
Yeah, which I'm sure we're going to see tonight. We'll see how many actually take the green. It looks like Mitchell Campbell not in the server yet, but has come up on my timing, so see if he makes his way in or not. Of course, only 20 odd seconds to go in qualifying. Don't forget tomorrow night, Carl, he's already been onto it in the chat there, En's car gets underway with round 5 of the championship from Las Vegas. We will be picking up server 1 for that race, so make sure you tune in. The race will get underway around 8:05. It should be an absolute ripper, there's no doubt about that. Dion, yourself, you'll be out there in server 2, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, not in the stream server this week, sadly, but yeah, I'll certainly be on track, giving it a crack. It is the series that I partake in every week, so
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
We will get our grids up, see how long, I'll see how many I can get through, I should say. Let's go out of row number 1, it will be Ewan Baker and Jordan Sharplin.
And in row 2, you've got James Jordan and Bradley Stanley.
Out of row 3, it'll be Robert Henry and Brodie McConkey.
And out of row 4, you've got Cameron Dance, Brendan Partridge. Good to see him up there.
Out of row 5, it'll be Josh Merdens and Ben Doherty.
In the next row, you've got Hayden Kirk and Craig Brock.
Out of row number 7, it'll be Paul McKenzie and Xavier Simmons.
And out of row 8, you've got Justin Davies and Paul King.
Out of row 9, it'll be Cam James and Rob Woodworth.
And halfway through there, you got on row 10, you got Eric and Marcus Talker.
Out of row 11, it'll be Ben Heron and Simon Burling-Claridge.
And out of row 12, it's Marty Wah and Taylor Oak.
Out of row 13, it'll be Dyson Freeman and Vaughan Martin.
And on 14, you got Simon Honey and Brad Higgins.
Row 15, it'll be Christopher Pinkney and Corey Crossan.
It's unusual seeing that far back, but the next row back, we've got Mark Mallard and Mitchell Campbell.
I'll tell you what, we are definitely used to seeing it in the series. Dion, he likes to make a run from the very last grid on the spot throughout the night. So we'll see where he ends up tonight. About to get underway for our first heat race of the night, Ewan Baker will lead him out. Yeah, you got to love a standing start. I get behind him.
Yeah, mate. Oh, he's got away nice and cleanly there into the front corner. We'll see what happens.
Oh, one's off already. Oh, that is heavy contact. Brad Wiggins possibly, was it? No.
Some wheels there, so it'll be race over for him.
I think we'll have to pick up who that is. I'm not quite sure at the moment. It's sort of lap timing out. I might be able to pick that up.
Stanley,
yeah, that's it. Brady Stanley. Sure, you don't even have it in front of you.
Oh, I just saw it pop up. I just saw it pop up in the pits there. So.
Oh, right, gee. So there you go. Early stages, Stanley. Heavy damage. And we will get to a replay of that. No doubt that came up for sure. We would have got that one. That looked massive. Not sure if he just went straight off the end or what happened there.
No, we'll find out. Ewan Barker's already out. He's already got himself a second lead, and it's only about 6 corners in. So off to a dominating fashion.
Yeah, surprise. Heavy battle in behind at the moment. No Sharplin and Brody McConkey. That Castrol livery. How good does that car look?
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks like there's a massive battle going on. The train could form fairly shortly between all these cars. Cam Dance back at P6 as McConkey.
He pulls out, apart down the inside.
Yeah, look at that draft just showing its effect around here as Baker clearing out to about a 1.1 second lead. Is anyone close enough to perhaps catch on to a bit of the draft? Look at that from Sharplin, fights back. You gotta love it. Overtaken. Oh, dirt flying.
Yeah, coming together here, grass everywhere, a little bit of a wheel off there.
Gotta love it. Someone's wide in the background there. James Jordan, I think it was, in that Red Bull livery.
He lost a few spots and dropping back a little bit.
So he drops back to P7 for the meantime. Further back through the field as Dyson Freeman had a moment. He's come to a stop. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, it's interesting. He was up inside, close to the top 10 there and come to a stop all of a sudden, so.
Oh, looks like a few cars have had a few early moments. We'll go back. Try and pick up where it's all gone wrong for Brady Stanley. We'll get the Speed Nation instant replay up on screen for you. Try and pick this one up.
He was off the start. Oh, he's a bit of a come together, yeah. Wheels touch and it was all over.
Oh, that damage is massive. So let's just see. Oh, yeah, just side by side. And oh, that's just. There is not.
There wasn't much room and it was. Yeah, had nowhere to go and just feed him straight off into the fence. He'll be disappointed, but I'm sure he'll come back for the next one.
Let's see if we can get a different shot of that. Oh, just backwards into the fence. Nasty. We'll see. I know there's been a couple of other moments out there. We'll pick those ones up as well. Eric Roloff just a self spin there. Simon Burling-Claridge, he's had a big moment there. We'll wind that one up and have a look. Oh, someone in front of him too. Just pitches the brakes by the looks and sends that sideways, but Simmons.
Could have been a little bit of avoidance there of the guy in front and just evasive action.
What's happened here? Oh, just on the curb and round.
Yeah, caught the side curve and it's just unsettled the car and he's looped it there.
Possibly the same. Oh, Freeman? Find out what's happened here. He's just come to a stop.
Could be the wife.
Yeah, unsure what has gone on there. Ben Heron has had a moment too. We'll pick this up. It looks like a lot of them just
catching those curves, eh? And unsettling the car, and yeah, another one. Yeah.
Round it goes. So I dare say they're going to have to try hard to keep it off those curbs, or she's going to be all over.
Yeah.
As we go back live, Baker still leading it out.
2-second lead now, so showing a fair bit of dominance there, and the rest of the field are really close to each other behind him. So
yeah, Sharplin's managed to be able to get away from McConkey. Get a bit of a gap there. Cam Dance, he's climbed his way to 4th now, so
under a bit of pressure there from 5th though.
See if we
Robert
get some
Henry.
Big movers up. Mark Mallard.
Wow, up 12 spots, that's good.
And he currently is in 19th. Progress of Corey Crossan, he hasn't moved too much at the moment, he's in P27, but Wiggins up 8, Taylor Oakes up 7, Martin Moore up 5, and Simon Honey as well up 5 positions. But this battle at the moment between Robert Henry and Cam Dance, 2nd and 3rd in the championship. And
that's important. Hopefully they'll be biding their time and looking for the gap to open up.
Just 6 points between them too, so Henry got a bit of work to do, but that I guess what goes on in the next race decides a lot too with that top 12 invert.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah,
currently Justin Davies on the front row.
Yeah, at the moment that's correct. Not a lot of pressure around him at the moment either, so he'll be happy about that. This train up in front, B Party amongst it in P8 at the moment. James Jordan up in front of him. We saw him drop back in the early stages of the race. Of course, this one they won't need a stop, but next race they will be down pit lane at some point to grab some fuel.
So they'll probably take tyres in a 40-minute race too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have been. Oh, here we go. So Henry, had a look. This battle's still raging at the moment. Tell you what, last week the racing that all sort of spread out around the track, but tonight we've got a couple of good little battles out there going on at the moment. This one between Henry and
Got a bit of a run there.
Yeah, this has been on. Seems he gets in the draft, pulls him in, but that dirty air through the corners.
Maybe we'll see a bit of a move come towards the end of the race there, we'll see.
Yeah,
does this race take points?
Yeah, I believe it does.
There's still a bit on the line there, that's good.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how the points work. I just check it out on Sim Racer Hub. Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
See who's winning at the end of the week. But Ewan Baker at the moment, he is dominating out front, to say the least.
A little back there, so there's another battle a little bit further back there.
I don't know what's going on here. Ben Doherty, normally in some form of Pink Panther car tonight. What is this? SpongeBob. There you go. He's wheeled out the SpongeBob car for us tonight. So no longer Pink Panther Racing.
I'm a bit different. Kind of catches everyone else off guard, hopefully, so he can squeeze up some positions.
Yeah.
Unrecognisable.
Yeah. Try a different colour. Might get a bit more luck, you reckon?
Yeah, mate. A bit of a battle there.
Yeah, B Party.
On the inside.
Going to get the pass done on Brock, but Brock's going to hang tight. He'll have an inside run and holds the position. So again, great little battles going on.
Did you see that? Weave back there.
What was that?
someone off on the grass.
Oh, that's James Jordan by the looks. I've got him dropping through the field down to P15.
Yeah, so he's had a moment there.
This battle's still going side by side. That is Murdens. He capitalises, follows B Party through, and gets the pass done as well. So
a little battle for the 8th position there.
Yeah, absolutely is. Of course, this Sunday night, final round of the full contact mini stock series. We'll be heading to Weed Sport for that, so make sure you tune in.
Going up, though, isn't it?
Well, there's like 23 points or something between Willie McClune and Craig Brock, so yeah, she's going to be tough for Craig Brock. You can almost guarantee he's going to be a massive target. The Sigma boys will make sure of things, but yeah, almost a just turn up, finish the race, and you got it done for Willie McClune. But
I'm sure he's going to come under a bit of pressure.
I'm sure that car is going to be rather bent by the end of the 25 lap feature race. So if you've got the Weed Sport track and you want to get into a bit of full contact racing, go and check it out on my Facebook page for information, THD Simsport Productions page, and get yourself
an absolute blast, I can tell you that.
Yeah, the last round, and this will be the last one until the end of the year as well, because VRA no doubt will kick into life at some point soon. So keep an eye on that. Another year of streaming for virtual racing Aotearoa coming up. Cam Dance now, has he had a moment? He has. Oh no, that is a big one, that car.
It'll be race over for him, sadly.
Destroyed. Second in the
Have
championship.
we got a replay of that?
We certainly do have a replay for you, and that car, that has seen better days. We will have a look at what has unfolded here for Cam Dance. The race almost at its conclusion. Let's have a look. 3 wide. Dance around the outside. Oh no, was that a little
time together there?
Oh,
yeah.
That is huge. Was that net code? We'll see if we can get a different angle for you out there. Oh, that was net code. It certainly looked like there was separation between the cars.
It didn't look like they had come together. They were certainly giving each other a little bit of racing room there, and it's unfortunate.
That is very, very unfortunate. Yeah, McConkey, I don't think he even made contact, and yeah, unfortunate for Cam Dance.
Put him down the back, and he'll have a lot of work to do in that 40-lap feature, 40-minute feature.
Yeah, he certainly will. Let's drop him back to P26 for the meantime.
Yeah, we've got Ewan Baker still out front though, 5-second lead. We've got come into the final 2 minutes of the race.
Yeah, and that's comfortable too.
That's right, some absolute dominance in this one.
James Jordan at the moment, after all his issues, he's going to start off pole if he finishes in P12. So we'll keep an eye on that, where he finishes the race. At the moment, not too much in the way of...
Yeah, it'll be Justin Davies and James Jordan off the front row there. There's a bit of space around both of them, so I don't think that'll change too much in the last minute and a half.
No, we should see white flag for Baker fairly shortly, as he has had a trouble-free run.
He's got to come out of 12 in the next one, so it might make it a little more difficult for him.
Yeah. He'll have to be patient. He was last week. Done a great job out there, and again, he'll be looking to do the same. And we look at the championship picture, and Cam Dance, he was right up there and having a shocker. This one, hard contact with the fence, destroying the car. So that's going to drop him down the order. Ewan Baker's going to gain a massive chunk of points again. Hayden Kirk was leading the championship is currently in P9. But Robert Henry, he will be a benefactor, and he's going to jump up to P2 overall in the championship, and he is not going to be too far off the lead either.
Certainly going to shake it up a little bit.
Here we go.
Halfway point in the season, so
yeah, white flag in
one
the
to
air
go
for Ewan Baker from McConkey.
Yeah, for that second and third spot. Let's just changed hands here, Jordan Sharpland.
Yeah, there it is there. Again, these two, they have been going at it since nearly the start, and this is going to bring Henry in with a shot as well towards the closing stages of our first heat race of the night. Henry, can he snatch a late podium here? One mistake and he'll be in.
From those two in front of them, all they've got to do is have a little bit of a moment together, pushing for that second spot, and he may leapfrog them both at this stage.
Too right. Let's just see if we can bring up our positions gained on our tower. Try and find that for us. There we go. So Sharpland started P2. He's going to bring it home. Surely he'll bring it home in P2 from there. Baker, I don't think you're going to take this one away from him now.
Comes down to the line.
No, that's a fake?
No.
That's a fake one, I think.
They've been set up.
Yeah, that's a fake start-finish line. Here it's Suzuka, but Baker.
Dominating fashion, 6.5 second lead. I'm on second place.
Yeah, that's a healthy victory, isn't it? Baker's going to be too quick in heat race number 1. He is going to claim the first checker of the night. Comfortable fashion. McConkey.
A race for the line here.
McConkey, he's got to get it done from Sharpland. Oh, there's nothing in it between those two, but Henry, he'll bring it home in P4. He'll be happy with that run. Doherty, Team SpongeBob, comes home P5.
Up 5 spots, so he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, great run from Doherty in that one. Not too many massive movers, to be fair. The biggest ones were the ones who fell through the field, so...
Well, Bragg Wiggins up 11. That was not a bad effort from him.
Not a bad run. Not a bad run as SpongeBob just sits there soaking it up. Baker, meantime, celebrates. Comfortable victory in the first heat race. We'll have a quick 5-minute break. Looks like McConkey is waiting in the wings. We'll let Baker celebrate and then we'll jump. I'll get it out eventually. Drag McConkey down for a chat. He's in the waiting room areas now. Your P2 finisher from race number 1, Brodie McConkey. Man, what a run down to the line. In fact, what a battle the whole race, to be fair, with Jordan Sharpland for yourself.
Yeah, well, I think we're definitely keeping each other on our toes. It's a bit unfortunate about Cam there too. It was nice for us to be mixing it up to the 3-way battle, but I think none of us really wanted to lead. We all knew the draft was powerful, and he decided to pass down the front straight, which is what I was hoping for, and I managed to get him down the back straight. So yeah, good racing out there.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of net code there that unfortunately sent him off. It didn't look like you guys came together there, but yeah, it was unfortunate at the end of the race to him. But yeah, beautiful to bring it home in second there and put a nice pass on that last corner there.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm not really too sure. I had a bit of room towards the apex. I sort of saw him there, then just saw him get fired off. I'm not too sure if we made contact or not, but yeah, definitely fun, and the next one should be good.
Yeah, too right. Well, cheers for coming in for a chat with us, Brodie. While you're in here, mate, anyone you wanted to thank or shout out?
My mum, that's all.
Beautiful. There you go. Cheers.
Mums are the best, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, 100%. Cheers for coming in for a chat, Brodie, mate. And, well, now you're going to be buried a bit in for the second race, but we'll see how you get on.
Yeah, out of 11, probably what's that? Say out of 11 for the next one, I'd say. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Cheers,
all the
guys.
best.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers. Here you go, Brody McConkey's thoughts from that race. Well, Dragon, this man, I'd say he will be very happy with the effort in that one. Ewan Baker, mate, just over 6 seconds of margin, I believe, in the end of that one, taking it out. A great way to start the night for you at Suzuka.
Yeah, pretty smooth sailing, which I think's more than can be said for a lot of the stuff going on behind me. So, yeah, pushing early on just to try and get out of that draft. It's pretty insane around here. I think you could see how much it was helping other people facilitate passes, and yeah, and you once got out that 2.5 seconds, just head down and try and keep the gap and keep myself safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, the draft was making a big difference for the couple of guys behind you. They were swapping places all race virtually. So yeah, well done for getting ahead of that.
Yeah, see, you've got the benefit of like first 2 sectors, like till you come out the hairpin, just to try and bridge it. But yeah, that's so powerful that you can get past them in turn 1, and then they'll be on you in the back straight. So this race is going to be interesting. Obviously, starting from 12th, and it's going to be a big pack of angry cars all diving into the braking zone.
Bide your time and come through, and hopefully not get caught up in anything on the way.
Well, fingers crossed. I'm 2 for 2 right now and getting caught up in an accident in the feature race. So yeah, third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, too right. Well, I'll tell you what, Ewan, a great way to start the night. A bit of work to do in the feature race, but 40 minutes, a long time to do it. So let's hope you can keep that car out of trouble and keep on that quest of closing down that margin to the leaders.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Up 15, I think, from last round. So if I can do that again, I'll be very happy. So, head down. Fingers crossed.
And took a massive points chunk out of them too. So in that race, again, taking some points out of those front runners. So, hey, we'll see what happens in the feature, mate. While you're in here, may as well give out your weekly shout out.
Yeah, of course. Shout out to the team Kiwi Sim Racing and sponsors Speed Nation, InspireNet, Scott Technology, and Shearwater Studios. So, cheers, guys.
Awesome. Cheers for coming in for a chat, Ewan, and good luck for that feature race.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me again.
No worries. Cheers.
Nice job, mate. Thanks.
There you go. Thoughts from our heat race 1 winner. Looks like a few cars at the moment possibly taking an opportunity.
Get a few laps in.
Get a couple of laps in.
The final minute of another little warm-up practice there.
Yeah, and then we go for 40 minutes. Tell you what, we won't be far off a 9:30 race finish tonight, so I always get behind a good early finish for a commentating night. Of course, massive shout out to you, Dion, for jumping in, mate. Hit you up on Saturday, to be fair. And straight away the answer was yes. So
it wasn't that a good race, man? I'll tell you what.
Outstanding.
It was really good.
Yeah, I didn't get much opportunity to chat to you after that race. Yeah, no, that was that was massive. I couldn't believe it. Well, once we got going, she was green.
It's always good to see a green 30 laps. It's Yeah, it's a shame when the stop-start, obviously it changes everyone's race.
Yeah, it took 3 attempts. Took 3 attempts to get going, but once we got going, man, that was something else.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Yeah, at least the dust settled down too, that track came back, so...
Yeah, as soon as the sun went away and the cloud cover came over, it wasn't too bad in the end.
Yeah, loved it. Great meeting, had by all, I think. I got a lot of good feedback about that, so... But here we go, feature, a race time, cars starting to get themselves on the grid. We'll get up the grids for the feature race. Out of the front row, it will be James Jordan and Justin Davies.
And a good benefactor there is on the row 2, you've got Phil King and Hayden Kirk.
Out of row number 3, it'll be Craig Brock and Josh Mertens.
And then out of row 4, it's Brendan Partridge and Ben Doherty.
Row number 5, we'll see Robert Henry and Jordan Sharplin.
And out of row 6, you've got Brock McConney and Ewan Baker. He'll be looking to put forward from there.
Out of row number 12, it'll be Cam, James, and Ben Heron.
Out of row 13, you've got Martin Wag and Rob Woodworth. Sorry.
Out of row 14, it'll be Brad Wiggins and Simon Honey, and that is all we're going to have time for because we are about to go racing for 40 minutes here at Suzuka. Feature race underway. And Justin Davies, what a start. He's going to lead him into turn 1. Can we get through both corners? No, we can't. There is absolute mayhem. Carnage. To get things underway, Ewan Baker looks like he's avoided that. So, happy for now. Taylor Oakes, Mark Mallard, Paul McKenzie, I would say, all involved in that early incident. We'll have a look at that in the replay at some point. Stay live for now. Watch this battle out front. And Davies
got away, but there's certainly a bit of pressure there and behind.
Cam James in the background has just straight lined. Yeah, he's just straight lined the fence, and that damage.
That'll be race over for him.
That is huge. Oh, another car off. Look out. Someone came in for the park. He managed to pull it up. I'll tell you what a start to the 40-minute feature race. You'll be hoping those guys can get down pit lane and the crew do some magic quick repairs. Get them back out on circuit.
Tight little battle there for the lead. He's going to pop down the inside here.
Here we go, Jordan. He's going to get it done. That's a good pass. Nice.
Set that draft there and managed to get the run down the inside. Oh, a bit of action there.
Oh, one's over!
That's we were looking for.
Murdens! Boy, oh boy, on his lid.
He's involved in that too, sadly, in the Spongeboard's car.
How good. We got it live. A rollover. We get behind that. And the tradition is carrying on. Can you believe it? So far, every round has provided a lid skid.
In the feature race, yeah.
And I tell you what, that was a beauty. Let's see if we can find a replay of that one. That's well worth watching. We'll go back and try and unfold
what happened off the start there, yeah.
What happened in the early stages. Hopefully this will provide us with some information. We'll pick up Dyson Freeman. And no, I'd say everybody. Yeah, a couple of cars in front have already gone off, so we'll have a look at this one. Eric Roloff's. Oh, he's just run it wide, spun it up. So,
Got a conflict in behind there. That was a big one.
That looked like possibly Martin Moore. Yeah, Martin Moore and Simmons.
3 wide, just not enough room.
Yeah, so Simmons just came across the front of the war car and ended up 3 wide, you called it. Yeah, just a bit of a racing incident, I think, that one. So, but this one here, this is the one I'm looking forward to seeing. What's going on here for Cam James? He's run it wide and just thought, oh well, we'll straight line ourselves straight into the fence. Big contact. And Martin Moore, what's happened to him here?
Yeah, he just run wide and same again,
yeah, there you go.
He's done well to miss him there. That was almost, he almost just collected him.
Yeah, we'll try and unfold. Something happened here between Hayden Kirk. Yeah, this is the rollover. Oh, there you go. So,
nowhere to go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's just do what we have to do here. We'll jump on board with Murdens. Bit of contact. Oh, nowhere to go, and just sends it on the roof. And that is that.
Collecting his thoughts, sitting upside down.
Yeah, so there you go. Lid skid.
Plenty there on the opening couple of laps, isn't it?
lid skid number 4 for the season. Harding in chat. Welcome into the chat, mate. No racing for yourself tonight. As we get back to the action, James Jordan leads the way. He's found his way back past Justin Davies.
You're looking to get a bit of a gap there. Let's try and get out of it, make sure there's no drafting advantage. It's not quite there yet, but those front two are certainly pulling away a little bit from the rest of the field.
Yeah, that's... see if he can get to the back of him. Meanwhile, look at that man making his presence felt in the background. Baker.
He's already up 6.
Yeah.
He'll be just being consistent.
Bit of a battle going on back here too between B Party and Rob Henry. Henry get that pass done, moves up to P7. Battle will carry on. Yeah, that was a interesting rollover, right? James Jordan is the quickest man on the circuit at the moment.
Biggest mover though, Cameron Dance up 14.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, he's come from down the back.
Yeah, well, you saw that massive crash from him.
That's right, in race 1.
And he's made huge ground. We're only 4 laps in, and he would have started right towards the back.
That's right, he was one of the first casualties.
Yeah, so he started out at what, P24, P25, and already challenging the likes of Jordan Sharplin. Henry's in the battle here as well. We're going to have a train fairly shortly, and this man in behind, look at this, Corey Crossan. Said it at the start of the night, Dion. He starts off the back and makes his way forward, so now he just missed the top 12 invert, obviously, so this has all just been passing throughout the night.
He's obviously he started out at 22, 21, and he's up 10, so...
Yeah, so he started the night, though. He started that out of P31.
That's right off the bat, yeah.
Yeah, so up to P11 now. And I'll tell you what, it's going to put some pressure on the likes of Cam Dance and Sharplin.
This could get interesting.
Yeah, could we see another lid skid possibly? Oh, tell you what, Corey Crossan made that look too easy. Cam Dance is going to fight back here though. Great battle going on. Crossan gives that position back, and he's going to lose it to Sharplin as well. So great little battles going on again. Jordan lowers that lap time again. Oh, look at that, moves in front there. B Party, a bit of draft off the back of Baker.
Baker already up to 4th, only 6 seconds off the lead, so he'll be happy with that effort so far.
Yeah, Taylor in chat. Oh, Taylor's night's done.
Yeah, we called it. It was 3 wide, was a little bit rough there into that turn, so that they don't fit.
So Taylor Oates, Dyson Freeman. Oh, Baker, you would not read about it.
It's a rare mistake
from him. Look, just his
Drop
luck. Keeps it out of the fence, like big contact anyway. Gave it a nudge. Interesting to see if he's got away with it or not at the moment. Drops it back to P10. Wow, that was all by himself. too wide into the corner's also stupid. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I get behind a lid skid Taylor. I've had at least one every week, so Mertens this time.
Yeah, you're right there, Harding. You definitely don't see those mistakes out of him very often.
No.
He's obviously pushing pretty hard to get to the front, so he's got himself another 30 minutes to do it, with hopefully with a bit of a pit stop there in the middle. Still all yet to unfold.
Yeah, he'll be kicking himself for that too. He'll have another good run, while the front runners in the championship seem to be having a bit of a rough night. Hayden Kirk came in leading the championship, currently sits all the way back in P17. If he were to finish there, I'm going to say Rob Henry would become your new championship leader. No. Yes, he would, because Cam Dance was a fair way behind. So yeah, I'd say Rob Henry will move into the championship lead.
Cam Dance also had a DNF in that first
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Done to the point,
You see now up 20 positions for Dance in this one. Woodworth's had a moment.
Oh,
Let's turn it round. Gets it back, facing the right direction, and will carry on. Looks like no damage done to that car, but these two out front, they have pulled some, well, a massive margin in fact, back to Craig Brock. Sits P3, another one that you can't really count out. He was sitting in fourth coming into tonight.
We've all learned in the series that we've all been a part of over the years. It's consistency is key, right? No DNFs, and you leave yourself with a bit of a chance to certainly be up there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you could even see Craig Brock move into P2 on this run, as it looks like it's going off in the background. Passes are plenty so far crossing this battle. Going to move up into P7, Sharplin in front of him. Yeah, the charges he does each week are just, they're pretty good to watch, I can tell you that much. Henry is going to look for a pass here. Seems happy just to sit in behind for now.
Well, these guys are be mindful. There's still 28 odd minutes left to go, and a pit stop that needs to unfold somewhere in the middle there. So no risks yet.
Yeah, plenty to play out still, as you see all the rubbish on the track there, flying up out the back of that number 7 car of Henry. So Jordan is maintaining that lead at the moment out front. Watch this current battle for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. You can almost see Marcus Walker in the background too, so he could get himself amongst this.
He'll go up 13, he'll be pretty impressed, or pretty happy with that effort so far in the feature.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Mark Mallard as well up 15, and this man here, when I can find him, he's made
Paul McKenzie
some big moves, yeah. As
be
well.
very happy with that too. Coming right from the back, that'll be what's that? Grid 28 up to 11th.
Yeah, that's a good run. That is a very good run. He'll be happy with that one, all right. Currently P11. Just checking out the rest of the field. The margins looking all fairly well spread out. Eric Roloff's at the moment in a bit of a battle with Rob Woodworth.
Tell you who is missing. He was sitting in 11th there. He's old Ewan. He's dropped right out of it now. So has he decided to pit maybe to get some damage fixed, possibly?
Yep, he certainly has stopped. So has Brady McConkey, Simmons, Brady Stanley. Quite a few cars have completed their stops. Team SpongeBob have been down as well.
What?
So we'll get some stints up.
Yeah, sadly old Doherty in that SpongeBob car, he had that coming together early on. And
true, yeah, so he'll be out. Was he still circulating?
He would have to get some damage fixed. I don't know, do they run a quick repair in these, or they do get one access to a quick repair? So
there you go, on screen now. That's right, we got caught up in that moment. Now lid skid. So Doherty.
But that's okay, early pit stop if they can get some consistent laps and put some, some really good speed together. Once everyone else completes their stops, they, they'll all come back together again.
Here he is here, the man we saw on his halo, we'll call it. Josh Murdens. He is back in P25 at the moment. So, hey, at least someone has been providing the goods weekly. Spoke about this, man. We'll keep an eye on his lap times. He'll probably start flashing up as quickest lap.
He'll be looking to just get consistent here, and any that he can knock off, they'll all have to hit eventually. Tom McConkey, he had a good run in the first one too. It's interesting to see him back in 18th.
Yeah, he stopped too, I believe, so... McConkey, well, he stopped a long time ago.
Possibly damage fix,
Yeah,
maybe.
you'd think so. Probably too early to get your fuel done, but I'd say Baker, he'll be fueled to the end, you would imagine. Possibly just trying to get out of traffic, give himself...
We may have got a little bit of damage for excursion there. He did touch the wall like quite softly
briefly,
there.
yeah.
So it's probably better safe than sorry, and get some fresh rubber on it and some get fuel to the end and a bit of space. He's certainly starting to make his way through there.
Can't tell you, he was stationary for 7.1 seconds, so I'd say routine stop for Baker. That one. It's Mertens. It said Mertens back down pit lane. He is, so I wonder if he's had another moment. Possibly out there. Does not look like it.
Been stationary for over a minute, so possibly you repair early, and he's now having to get some damage repaired, or he's either that or he's called it a night.
Yeah, possibly said that's enough. Tapping out. Get rid of him off that timing chart as we see a battle for 23rd and 24th between Team SpongeBob and Marcus Walker. So maybe Doldy shouldn't have gone away from that Pink Panther scheme.
He hasn't had much luck in this one, has he?
Yeah, see we can get rid of Mertens on the timing there.
He'll still be hoping to. He might be able to battle his way back if he's managed to get all that. Obviously, get that quick repair done, and hopefully he's fueled to the end, and everyone else pits. It'll all unfold as we go.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we should start seeing some form of order starting to play out at the moment. Baker now at 17th. He's managed to get himself in front of Hayden Kirk again.
And he would have obviously been he'll be fueled to the end and getting some solid, consistent laps in, putting it all together.
Jordan pretty comfortable out front now. Still out around that 1 second range, but a long way back to Craig Brock, who has pretty much
certainly cleared out.
Yeah, Cam Dance, look at that. He goes quickest lap of the race. Well, he has done the quickest lap of the race. 1:49.915.
He'll be certainly happy with his performance, having to come from the rear there. So, well, he'll be quite. We'll see how many he moved up now. It'll be probably close to that 20. I would have thought he would have almost been up 20 positions.
Bring that graphic up for you. There you go. Up 20.
Another big mover there, Paul McKenzie, and up 18, and you've got Mark Mallard up 18 as well.
Yeah, Mark will be happy with that performance so far. Just outside the top 10.
Certainly very impressed with Cameron Dance. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's massive, eh?
Unfortunate in that first one for him to have that big off and early exit of the race one, so he'll be certainly happy to be up P4 in this one.
There you go, Mertens. In the chat at the moment. So yeah, just the halfway stage approaching of our feature race tonight. We see this progress from Cam Dance. Can get himself up onto the podium. Still plenty to play out with stops for
yeah,
the majority.
They'll have stops to see. We go, Ewan Baker just goes fastest for the race, but that's definitely got pit stops to play out in that top 10, and it'll be interesting to see how that'll unfold and when they all decide to come down pit lane.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Baker, he is on a mission at the moment. Quickest lap last time by, like you mentioned, and he was a 1:49.727.
Pretty fast pace. So if he can keep that together for the last 20 minutes, I think he's going to play himself back into the he'll play himself back into the race.
Yeah, I tell you what, last time by Cam Dance actually went fastest, but he's obviously got an off track somewhere, because last time by for him, he's just gone quickest lap again. 1:49.4. That's insane. 1:49.479. This is I was talking about it.
Yeah, so
yeah, just as I was talking about it, popped up on my timing charts.
he's also moved into that third position, up 21 spots, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, on a move is Crossan and Craig Brock get their stops done. Make their way back out on track, and there goes Ewan Baker. So a couple more positions now for Baker. He moves up to 14th.
So have we? So who's the highest pit? Who's pitted and who's sitting in the highest?
Okay, so at the moment, Craig Brock is your car that has stopped. That's leading out of all the ones that have stopped. McConkey will be in behind him.
And he's only 3 seconds up the road from Ewan Baker, so I'm sure he could pull that in the last 20 minutes of the race.
Yeah, you've got to say that James Jordan and the likes are definitely circulating quicker, as the McConkey there just gets that pass done. Moves himself up past Craig Brock. Something's gone wrong for Brock on that last lap for him. He's about 4 seconds off the pace, so not quite sure what has gone on there. Oh, playing with fire there.
Yeah, and didn't want to give it away easy, eh?
So Martin Waugh now, has got his stop done, just 10, out of the front runners, the top 10 yet to stop. And then also Eric Roloffs and Rob Woodworth yet to stop in the field. Everyone else is now finished their mandatory pit stops. As we race home for the checkered flag, we can start thinking about Ian's car and what is going to unfold in that tomorrow night. Doherty and Simon Honey now down pit lane, so that's Doherty's second stop.
Yeah, also possibly after his excursion early on in the race, when his head stopped for damage, it wasn't quite enough to fuel him.
Fuel home, yeah, good point there. So another stop done. Craig Brock now. Brody McConkey leading the way out of the cars that are stopped on your screen. He's in 10th. But look at Baker there, right behind.
Yeah, not far back. Baker will be looking to keep pushing.
Oh, Doherty's must have had an issue, because he's having a long stop. Let's see if maybe... Oh, yeah, he's had a crash out there. Oh, several times. Man, he is... Come up on my screen a lot. Let's have a look. Let's just see what's going on here for Doherty. Hopefully it's not just little off tracks. Let's see... Oh, jeez, that's had more than a little off track.
There's the rear wing missing again, so he's obviously had another one there.
Here we go. Let's see what's unfolded here. Oh, Waugh in front. Oh, Martin Waugh.
That's unlucky.
There you go. Hard contact. And from there, he's popped up so many times. Oh, there, that'll be why he's trying to get that car back to the pit lane and just check out the damage on that car.
Certainly nursing it around there. I'm not sure there'll be enough time to get that back on track. After the quick repair's been used.
Yeah, I'd say you're bang on there. It's now stops for the race leaders underway. Let's keep an eye on where Ewan Baker, he's Dance out. Cam Dance has jumped out in front of Baker still. So with Cam Dance currently sits P5. He has stopped James Jordan and Justin Davies as well.
Lap too, so he'll be happy with that. I'd say he's probably in the box seat now.
Yeah, we'll see here. He's got to get to the likes of Jordan and Davies. He's got quite a bit of gap to Davies, in fact. So Ewan Baker, after that mistake, hasn't suffered too much. He's managed to call a lot of that gap back. So we'll just keep an eye on him as to hold his night. Well, went from bad to worse, to be fair.
Yeah, so Dance has got about 5 seconds on Baker, so like you say, he'll be looking to put some pretty quick laps together now and try and keep that gap. And
Conky in between them as well. In fact, there's the battle right there, McConkey and Baker. And Baker will be catching a bit of that draft. See Cam Dance up in the distance. Still about 14 minutes left to catch. So here's Henry and Sharpland both down pit lane. Let's see where they pop out to the leaders. These guys are going to get past fairly early, I'd say. Stop done for Henry, 7.4 seconds. But yeah, it's not going to be enough to keep in touch.
no, that's Baker. It's
There's
Ewan
Henry
Baker
there.
and all the ball gone past. So you've got Cam Dance now, then Ewan Baker. So Ewan Baker's just made the pass there on Conky.
Yeah, okay, so now we see the picture. James Jordan leads it 1.4 seconds over Davies. Go back roughly another 4 seconds to Cam Dance, and then back about another 3 to Ewan Baker. So now Baker doesn't have anyone's draft.
Still plenty of time to go on this one, though. I think Cam Dance is certainly looking pretty good. I mean, Ewan Baker's certainly pulled him back in again. There's only, what's that, 2 or 3 seconds now. So the gap is certainly closing.
Just look at Corey Crossan too. He's in back at P11. So hasn't been able to make too much inroads in this one, although up 10 spots. Finding it a bit harder to get through into that top 10 at the moment. The Red Bull car circulating out there at the moment. So it's Stanley and Sharpland up in front of him. As for the rest of the field, well and truly spread out. We put out Cam James at the moment down in 25th. Brad Wiggins currently a lap down in 26. Doherty, he is gone. Merdens, he got hungry and decided
Enough was enough.
need a curve, and that was game over. Park it up. So that leaves 26 cars left running.
Doherty's still in the pits there, and Mertens, so they've obviously just probably called it quits, I would have thought.
Yeah, Merdens is in the chat not long ago. Jordan.
And Taylor Oakes is out.
Yeah, he was in chat as well. He wasn't too impressed.
That was the 3 wide, wasn't it?
Yes, got caught up in an incident.
Early on.
Everyone at the moment are doing their best lap times. It's crazy. The timing
Yeah, well, Ewan
charts.
Baker's just gone fast again, so he's certainly closing that gap between him and Cameron Dance there.
Yeah, heaps of purple popping up on my other screen at the moment. So
Ewan Baker's just gone within that 7 seconds to the lead there. So
what sort of stops are those? Eric Roloff's 1.4 seconds and Mark Mallard 1.4 seconds. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, 1.2 now. What is going on there? Simmons.
possibly they had a bit of damage early and they've only had to stop for a tiny little top up of fuel. They might not have just had enough to get home.
I'd say Mark Mallard has had a moment, possibly. I don't know what. Yeah, Mark Mallard's left the building.
Yeah, and it looks like Xavier's getting some damage fixed there. He's going to pass the 35 second and pits there.
Yeah, see if I can find anything for Simmons. Oh yeah, possibly. We'll go back. We'll bring up some of these replays as we work our way to the end of the feature race tonight. Let's see what possibly has gone.
Got a curve there, eh?
Oh, he's going to collect the wall too. Yeah, hard contact with the fence. That is possibly not done for Simmons. Marcus Walker. Oh, it looked like he almost done. Yeah, he has. So you catch those curbs.
Been pretty violent tonight, haven't they? Those curbs on these cars. They obviously unsettled them quite a lot.
Let's see what's happened here for Crossan. And again, look at that.
Got a curve there, yeah.
That curb.
Yeah, be gutted. He was doing very well there. He'd worked his way through the field.
Simon Burling Claridge. Oh, someone off big time in front of him. Oh no!
Oh mate, huge.
Oh no. It was Mark Mallard. Let's see, it loops it up. Oh, just misses Burling Claridge, but as he's coming back out on track. Oh, there's cars going everywhere, and yeah. Well, there you go. So, a little bit of action in the closing stages of this one. Looks like Craig Brock now. What is going on for Brock? Hits the curb.
Yeah, that's the curbs, eh?
Same one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Rob Henry. Henry. The old heart would have been in the mouth there for Rob Henry. Would have seen that car skipping across the grass. Oh, looks like we've lost Mallard. We'll get back with our race when we can. There we go. So Jordan.
You'd be happy, fairly consistent there, starting off the front row after a 12th, was it 12th? 11th place finish in that first one. So he's managed to capitalise on that front row start.
I'll tell you what, this could be on here because last time by,
Ewan's got it into the 5 seconds. He's certainly pulling about a second a lap. So.
Okay, let's have a look at his times here. Last time by for Baker, a 1:49.595. Right, for the race leader, a 1:50.893. So he's over a
second a lap.
Yeah, he's over a second a quick. Second a
lap.
lap.
Come down to the wire with 7 minutes to go. It's going to be she's going to be all on here for the last 5 or 2 laps.
And look at the time at the moment that Davies is taking out of James Jordan too. Last time by, he was half a second faster.
Yeah, well, Ewan will definitely want these guys to start battling with each other because that'll slow them up a little bit.
Yeah, and Cam Dance too. His eyes will be lighting up at this.
The top 5 there, or it's going to be a good battle as we come to probably the last few laps of this race.
So here we go. Getting into the closing stages here at Suzuka. James Jordan leading it. She's starting to get pretty dark out there. I don't think there's any rain forecast. Jump on board here with current race leader. Plenty of blue skies. But Baker, 1:49.185. Again, over a second faster than race leader Jordan. And again, Davies went about 0.3 quicker. Oh, lap traffic, look out. Oh, look out. Look at the margin now, Davies.
Right on the back of him.
He's going to throw everything at this. Can he claim a win?
Here as well, so bide his time with 5.5 minutes left to go in this feature race.
Yeah, I tell you what, Stu, the curbs tonight have been an absolute killer. So pit nose and a lot of cars getting out of shape. And I'll tell you what, Justin Davies currently sits P2. He came into tonight in P6, only 27 points off the pace, so he's having another good night out there. Be happy with that. Keep an eye on though in the background that 34 of Baker. Start to get bigger on the screen. Cam Dance, you'll start seeing him in his rear mirror. Davies, he is not done at this point. B Party having a solid run still along with Rob Henry.
Couple of top 10 finishes tonight for him, he'll be happy with that.
Yeah, the Jamison sponsored car, P6 at the moment. Needed a good points haul tonight. That at the moment, but Baker, oh, magic tricks there for the 7 of Henry. Momentarily flashes in and out.
This top 4 race is going to be pretty exciting here as we come with 4 minutes to go. They're all starting to come together.
Yeah, you can sense that we could be in for a 4-way finish.
As well, yeah.
Stuart Baker just needs to try and latch onto a bit of draft from Cam Dance. So at the moment, Cam Dance, he is flying out there as well. 149.5 last time by. So he again, yeah, he was about 0.6 quicker than Davies. So we're probably looking around 2 laps to go.
Bit of lap traffic here.
Martin Waugh stole the show week 1 with a big rollover. Can Davies get to the back of the race leader here? Jordan has had a comfortable run for most of the race, but towards the closing stages, it's going to be all on. Davies in the draft. You sense Baker now as well picking up some draft.
Might be a little bit not quite enough time here. We've sort of probably only got 3 laps left. So
yeah, I'd say, where are we on the track? So we're only going to have 2 to go this time by.
yeah, I'm not sure I'm not sure there'll be enough time for Ewan to do too much from there. But we can see these top 3 battling it out.
Yeah, Cam Dance again. It's down to 1.4 seconds now. Jordan and Davies. Davies, he'll just be hoping to get to the back of him. If he could sit in his draft on the last lap, get a pass done. One happy chappy, but James Jordan at the moment controlling the race. Cam Dance, 3rd Baker.
From right from the start, hasn't he? I think he's led every lap of this 40-minute feature here, so he'll be happy.
Davies got the start. He got a good jump, but yeah, take long for Jordan to steal that lead back.
A little bit of a lock up there for Jordan, so hopefully not going to be more of those.
It's going to be white flag next time by for the race leader. Look at that margin again, closes right up. Davies to the back of the 24 of Jordan. Different lines through that corner, and he's going to be right in the draft. Cam Dance.
I mean, that could be a plan of his too, is to make sure that he's in the draft there, coming to those last few corners, just like we saw last race. You know, there was a positional change there for the lead on that last couple of corners there. So maybe he's planning that.
Yeah, timing it. All about time, and he's got to keep an eye on Cam Dance though. Cam Dance still getting closer and closer in the background, and I tell you what, the lap times, nothing in it. Brody McConkey.
White flag, here we go.
McConkey down pit lane. He came into the pits from P5, so he's obviously got a penalty of some sort, I would say. keep an eye. Yeah, so straight through pit lane. That was a drive-through penalty for McConkey. So he wasn't too happy with himself there. But look at this, Cam Dance now in the background.
This is the last lap though, so you have to do something pretty radical here for both of these guys.
Listen to the times. Last time by, Baker was quickest with a 149.430. Cam Dunn's done a 149.474. Davies done a 149.712 and Jordan a 149.895. Absolutely nothing between them. And look at Cam Dance now posing a threat to the back of Davies.
Final few corners here. She's going to be a run to the line.
Oh yeah, look out. She could be all on. Jordan, he'll be liking this. Pressure for Davies and P2. Can he hold on? Can he make a move on the race leader? What do you do? Defend or attack? Cam Dance!
Oh, around the outside.
He's going to be on the inside line. He throws it up the inside. Can you believe it? Dance! Last corner. He's got to get it done.
Wow, man, what a drive.
From out of nowhere, Cam Dance steals the win away from James Jordan. Sent it.
Throw a blanket over the top four. What an absolute incredible race.
Holy smoke, what a finish. What a finish from Cam Dance. Oh, man, I tell you what. Man, maybe that is insane. What a finish.
That was impressive, that was. It was really good.
Absolutely sent it. And got the job done on the last corner. James Jordan will come home in P2 and Davies with a great run that will round out your podium. But man, what a move.
What an incredible drive though, coming right from the back in this one, and he's managed to get it right to the front.
I'll tell you what, let's go back and just have a look at this moment again from Cam Dance. This is something else. In the draft, Davies has a huge look, around the outside and just lines up the inside, and James Jordan. Oh, what a move from Cam Dance. Brings it home for the race win. We've pressed the wrong buttons there. We'll go back live. That was massive from Cam Dance. What a pass. What a pass. Speechless, Dion.
Yeah, absolutely. What an amazing finish to a race. I mean, you know, all race we saw him just steadily make his way through the field, and unfortunately there, Ewan Baker did the same, but he's obviously, you know, unfortunately had that bit of an off and touched the fence and had to get some travel down pit lane a little bit earlier than these guys. These guys probably managed to have a little bit fresher tyres, and wow.
I'll tell you what, well, that almost makes up for race one. It won't as far as the points go, but man, what a move on the last corner for Cam Dance to get it done. We'll bring in, however, our third place finisher mid-chat with James, but Justin, mate, well, unbelievable last few corners in the race, mate, but yourself, bringing it home P3, you've got to be pretty happy with that run.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I was just saying to James, that was a hell of a race, to be fair. Heaps of fun. I was just happy to be up the front. You know, it's been a fairly long slog in between drinks here, so happy to be there. I was just tucked in behind James there. I knew he was fast, so yeah, just wanted to stay there. And sort of mid-race, we checked out a bit, which was quite good. I thought we had it well under control, but yeah, that Cameron Dance and Ewan Baker came in at the end there and put on some serious pressure.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Those guys, man, absolutely flying. But a podium finish for yourself against some great competition, man. Yeah.
Well done, man. Good, consistent race. So
yeah,
very good to watch.
And
thank you, guys.
You mentioned that James was quick, you know, but I tell you what, over those last few laps, you were reeling him in big time, and you're actually going in quicker laps than him. So we were watching you, kept an eye on you. We thought you may have something for him, but man, ultimately out of nowhere, Cam Dunce. But hey, we won't take your third place finish away from you. That's a brilliant effort. While you're in here, Justin, shout out to anyone. Thank you to your sponsors.
Yeah, I've been big thanks to our fantastic sponsors, AITT, Sudspeed, Kibby, IR Sidekick, Bunnies Builds, and Shaw X4. Big thanks to those guys. We've been doing a lot of racing with the Revolution e-racing team. They've been a massive help improving. And big thanks to you guys. You guys always put on a bloody good broadcast. And massive thanks to KSR for putting all these championships on. It's always bloody good nights racing, to be fair.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, Justin, again, mate, congrats on the
well
P3 finish tonight, and we shall see you next week for round 4 of the World Tour.
Awesome, thank you guys. Big shout out to the other iRacing lads tonight as well, with Simon and Rob. They've been getting quicker and quicker, so it's good to see them up there too.
Awesome. Cheers again, Justin.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
There you go, thoughts from our third place finisher tonight, Justin Davies. We'll drag in now, get a quick chat with him. James Jordan, mate, led most of that race out front, had some great battles with Justin Davies, but ultimately that last corner pass, mate, I guess you didn't want to get involved in a wreck, but yeah, Cam Dunce getting it done, but yourself a P2 finish, another good consistent finish for yourself.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He's obviously a lot quicker than me through that whole race. I think he caught up from pretty much the back of the pack, so
Yeah.
he deserves the win at the end.
Yeah, it was down to the last corner. We thought that you may just have had enough, but man, that late braking was something else. But hey, we won't take the P2 finish away from you. A great run from yourself, and yeah, like I said, led pretty much from the start.
Right. Yeah, well done. It was good to watch.
Yeah. If only it was one more corner.
Yeah.
Was it 12th place finish there for you in the first one, and obviously that put you front for that feature. So
yeah, I'll just do better for the last corner next race, hopefully.
Yeah, you just needed it to finish like a minute earlier, perhaps. But still a great job from yourself, a P2 finish in the feature race here at Suzuka. While you're in here, you want to shout anyone out? Thank anyone?
Just KSR for putting it on. Obviously, they keep going and going no matter how shit some of the races are. People keep turning up as well. We've had real good fields this year.
Yeah, it has certainly has been great fields this year. It's been good to see. But hey, cheers, James, for coming in to have a chat with us, mate. We won't hold you up too long. Congrats on the P2 finish, and we may see you back next week.
Yeah, you will do. Thanks.
Awesome, cheers. There you go, thoughts from our P2 finisher. Now we'll get this man's thoughts. Cam Dunce, I tell you what, man, that last lap was something else.
Yeah, man, like, I honestly, like, if you had told me at the start of the race that I was going to end up winning the race, I would have told you pulling my leg. But, yeah, no, that was absolutely awesome. Like, we pushed as hard as we could the whole entire race, and once we got the draft, it was like, oh, it could be on here, and then it was like, if I get one of them, I'll be happy, and got around Justin, and I was like, give it a crack. All right, here we go. See what happens, and if he blocked me, then it was like, wow, got second, but yeah, managed to slip it up the inside, and managed to come away with a win, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I tell you what, we were holding our breath in the comms box, but man, what a pass that that last corner. In fact, we said that we could be on for a massive battle, and sure enough, you just, like you said, got on that draft and reeled them in, and man, made every corner count, to be fair, especially that last series of corners, and got the job done.
Yeah, not wrong. It's definitely one of those things where it was like, timing was everything. Like, I was half tempted to have a crack at Justin at Spoon Curve, but then I was like, nah, I'll wait for the draft and see what happens. And like, the way it was going, I was like, I'm not actually sure if I'm going to get him with the way the draft was going, because I sort of stalled out almost not quite halfway, but 3/4 of the way down the straight on the limiter, and I was like, uh-oh. So, yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, man, unfortunate first race for you, but yeah, absolutely coming from the back, it stormed through the field. It was pretty impressive to watch. So well done, mate.
Yeah, race one definitely didn't quite go to plan. Obviously, being netcoded by Brody, which was a bit unfortunate. I know Brody's like we're both pretty good mates and we race each other pretty hard. So yeah, it's a bit of unfortunate, but it is what it is, and still take a win. But it's all at the end of the day.
Yeah, we watched that crash back a few times, and it did certainly look like net code. It didn't look like there was any contact between the two of you. So it was just unfortunate how that panned out. But yeah, well done, mate. Or impressive race this time round.
Yeah, too right. Well, Cam, while you're in here, mate, quick shout out to any teammates, sponsors, anyone you want to thank.
Yeah, obviously shout out to all the boys at Orbit Drop the Immerse for cheering me on over during the night, and obviously everybody that's on the car, the likes of Revolution Race Gear, Harbour Tune, Byte CRC, Demon Tweaks, all our supporters for helping us out as always, and yeah, we'll see what happens next round, and hopefully another dub.
Yeah, too right. Of course, off to the Eds car circuit tomorrow night, so hey, we may catch you in the comms box after that one.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, awesome. Cheers for coming in for a chat though, Cam, and congrats on that race win for the feature race tonight.
Congrats,
cheers, boys.
Cheers. There you go. Thoughts from our race winner, and man, what a race it was. What a bloody finish it was, to be fair. That was
Bit of a treat, wasn't it?
yeah, top quality racing. I tell you what, if that happens every time you're in the comms box down, you're welcome back anytime. But
yeah, we were treated to a lid skid, and yeah, and a pretty decent finish there. Some really good close racing coming the end of that race. So it was an absolute pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Well, thanks again from me for jumping in at late notice. Appreciate you helping out. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow night, folks, Ends Car round number 5, live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Make sure you tune in for that one. We'll be live from 7:55 p.m. Until then.
And then Sunday night.
Yeah,
yep.
Full contact, mini stocks course. Yep, too right. Tune in for that one as well. But from us here at Suzuka, thank you to everyone who has tuned in throughout the night. And we will see you all back tomorrow night, live from Las Vegas. Cheers.